Brilliant, thank you. It's all right. I'm just getting handy. Do you see this? We've gone into the second part of the show, and you can tell, right? My wife has worked with me for years and years and years, doing different various broadcasting jobs, and she knows exactly when the studio tea is needed. So I'm raising them all. This one's got this mug of the. We're having a new thing as well, which I've decided to put into the show, which is mug of the week. And this one says overworked and underpaid on it.
Pretty much sums up, yeah.
Pretty much sums up everything that we do. Great. So on that note then, mate, Rams, we'll just finish off with Donington. What do you feel is going to be the major stories coming out of Donington Park that we'll be talking about in a couple of weeks?
Well, I think expect the Hondas to be up there. Well, we talked about Ash Sutton, how he did well in media day. He could be up there for the threat to win a maiden touring car win. Yeah. I wonder how race 3 is going to pan out, considering what happened last year. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm trying to think what else.
Here's one for you. Do you reckon that Jason Plato is going to still be on his wheels through the Crane of Curves, if you remember what he did to his Chevrolet a few seasons ago?
Oh, it's in barrel rolled it.
Yeah.
No.
Let's face it. He's not backwards at coming forwards down the Crane of Curves, is he, old Jason? He likes to hoof it down there.
Oh, everyone likes to hoof it down there.
Yeah, but there is a hint of balance. I don't think Plato's got that. Yeah, Plato wants to go from wherever he is to like 4 seconds in front down the crane. He really loves it. You can tell he loves that set of corners.
Stick a fat man in the car and then, it'll be more weight and there'll be more stability. There you go. Stick me in the car.
I was waiting for you. You try and blag a drive every single episode. And God bless you for it. I think that would be hilarious. To do that.
Yeah, you just see me out the mirror, like at the window, just saying, "Help! I want out!"
No. I still think the funniest one with that, right, would be you trying to drive whilst I was on team radio, trying to give you instructions.
I'll be like Kimi Räikkönen says, "Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing."
No, I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna give you the ability to talk back. I'm just gonna put speakers all in the car, so you gotta for all 15 laps. Go on, Sean.
Subwoofers all around the car.
Just come over with like some voice sound effect, going, "You must beat Rob Austin." Yeah. So, what do you think is going to be the main talking points for the other rounds? Then, do you think that we're going to see anybody from the back of the grid sort of tearing up and going through the front?
I want to see Rob Austin up there. I want to see him do well. Hopefully, Dan Welsh can perform the same like what he did at Brands. I would think Jeff Smith doing well because he was improving in them 3 races.
Again, he went really well actually in this last round. He seemed to be much more settled in the car. He seemed to be much more at home in it this time around.
And Jack Goff as well. He was very impressive.
Yeah, definitely. I honestly think that some of the major points to look at, especially if you're travelling to the British Touring Car rounds at Donington Park, is if you haven't been since last season, the improvements to the middle part of the track that they've done. God bless Donington, they're getting there. They are actually getting there. And that's not an ironic round of applause. That's a genuinely well done. The team there have worked their tail off to actually bring the heart and soul back into that place. It really was missing it a few seasons ago, and it's slowly coming back. There's a couple of things it could improve. There's a couple of spectator bits of banking on the left-hand side of the Crane of Curves where there's a few dangerous bits where there's some big drops and stuff that they could perhaps, instead of shoveling all that dirt around in the middle, fill that back in and perhaps put another grandstand on the top of that bank by the bridge would be amazing. So you can see them all come through there. I think they're missing a couple of tricks where they could do that. And apart from that, it's looking spectacular. Even on media day, which was grey, raining, and Force 9 Gales, it still looked amazing. So it's great.
Interesting.
Yeah, just a bit of a rant there. Sorry, I was just I haven't liked Donington for to spectate at. I think it's a great track. It was just so sad to see it damaged and so sad to see it almost close. And it's down to the Donington Park hardcore fan base that's kept that place going, and it's just and the team there is phenomenal.
Do you know what I want to see come back at Donington? I want to see that big tired Dunlop thing at the bridge. I want to see that back. Since Formula One's not racing at Donington now, I want to see that Dunlop bridge come back.
Now you see.
I want to see that.
Now you see, that bridge was actually purchased by Chris Evans. Chris Evans has got that bridge.
Get it back, Chris. I'm still not watching Top Gear.
We're not bringing. Dunlop sponsoring the BTCC, and they've signed up to there. I think Donington. We have to sit through loads of your adverts, Dunlop. So give us a Donington bridge back. We miss it.
We do.
If not, do what they do on the Formula One and just put it in as a computer graphic.
Or why not just sneak around Chris Evans' house and just steal it?
To be honest with you, Sean, right? I'm not quite sure how we're going to get something that big in a Skoda. But we'll have a go.
It'd be interesting to see Chris Evans just waking up, opening the curtain and says, "Oh, what's the bridge gone?"
No, it'd be interesting if we woke Chris Evans up on that straight.
in his very expensive Ferrari, the one that's cost about £9 million or something.
No, transport him and his bed to the centre of the track where the bridge once stood and wait for him wake up, and then just me and you be sitting there with two deck chairs going, "Now listen, Chris, it's like this, mate. We need the bridge back, yeah? What's missing here? Look at this picture. What's missing here?"
Flip that, I'd stick up my V's at him.
and then just for irony, to really confuse him even more, we just have Jason Plato walk in front and go, "Get it off your Plato," just as he walks past.
Taps him on the shoulder and just goes by.
Listen, Chris, we want the bridge back, mate. Come on.
Get it back.
I think we should crowdfund to get that bridge back.
I think we should hashtag it on the Facebook page. Hashtag
bring the bridge back.
Bring the big bridge back.
Bring our bridge back. That's what we want. We miss it. I miss the spark plug as well. I know it was falling down, but I miss the spark plug commentary box there as well. You never see anything quirky like that at racetracks anymore. Bring it back. And it's such a shame, such a shame. Anyway, right, well, we've gone on there for quite a while now. I'm sure we'll edit this down and keep the highlights going, because this is just a master recording at the moment, I'm sure. I think this is the first Around the Bend we've done expletive free. I think that's a win. I think we should high five each other from one end of the country to the other. And there we go.
I think that's fucking brilliant.
Oh.
I didn't say it.
Oh man. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's a Hartlepool fan. So close. He always gets there. It's so close, but it's never quite a full.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah. The only way that sentence could have been beaten is at any point when the car kept breaking down for Dan Welsh last season. I was like, oh, not again. Yeah.
There'd be lots of beeps in that.
And honestly, I'm so glad to see that guy going well, really am. Right, okay, so good luck to Dan Welsh and all the other drivers for the round at Donington Park, ITV4. I don't know about this, but we genuinely are fans. We're doing this for fans, by fans. We're not trying to do it to get advertisements on the channel or anything like that. We're just doing it for fun. opinions are just ours. You're entitled to your own. We're not trying to offend anybody. We're just trying to record it and have a giggle. If you enjoy it, listen. If you don't click play. It's quite simple. I don't think the Formula One thing, again, Formula One's on the personally, they're around the bend. We do talk all the motorsport when we find nice bits as well. I'm putting out there the demise of Formula One. Bless it. As in 2 years' time.
R.I.P.
Second it goes free to air, that is it. There is a big rumour, John, and again, we listen to other podcasts and other shows. There's amazing shows. Wells 10 Top Tuesday, which we listen to regularly, is a fantastic show. And also the John Eindoff and the amazing gang at Radio Le Mans as well. So big shout out to those guys. For Midweek Motorsport, they were actually saying, Midweek Motorsport was saying, and please listen to the podcast because I'm paraphrasing here, but the Silverstone are considering selling Silverstone to a conglomerate of Indian business people with regards to actually getting rid of that, because they actually don't think that people will be going to the British Grand Prix in 2 years the second it goes off free to air. So, they've got all the safety cockpits and everything else coming in. There's Halo device coming into Formula One for the head restraints and all the head guards and things like that. I think when that starts happening in Formula One, people are going to switch from Formula One to World Endurance. I think the World Endurance Championship will become the pinnacle of motorsport. There, I've said it. And I can see all the big drivers going across to there.
There's only one problem, though.
What's that?
The Endurance Series will be on Motors TV, which they've unplugged it from Freeview.
Don't even get me started on Motors TV.
No, I've had my say about it, I'm just basically fighting a losing battle with them.
I'd like Motors TV, right? An amazing, amazing channel. Just wish I could watch it. It's quite simple. They put it on Freeview. It worked. I was happy. Everybody we knew was happy. It was absolutely brilliant.
I watched it every day.
Every single person that I knew who was into motorsport, whenever you went round to their house, their hard drive recorder of choice, right, no matter what they watched it on or whatever, was full of Motors TV stuff that they'd recorded that they couldn't have possibly, if they'd have sat there for a year, caught up on, right? I'm talking like Latvian snowmobile racing at 4 a.m. in the morning, that sort of stuff. And it's like, you could always turn it on and find something funny. And I've got to admit, it's responsible for actually getting me back through my season break. Because I don't know about you, season break, let's put it out there. Me and Sean goes into hibernation. I sort of say goodbye to Sean at the end of the last round of the season, British Touring Cars. He watches Steve Ryder do the closing thing. He has a little bit of a cry. He goes to bed and then he wakes up again in January. That's Sean.
I'm
right?
like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. He basically, that's what he does, right? With Motors TV, and this is in all seriousness, I forgot how good British club rallying was until I was able to see it on Motors TV. Because when I was a little kid, you'd watch it on Grandstand or World of Sport or something like that. Trans World Sport on Channel 4. WRC, World Rally Championship, it bores me. Next year, when they go back to the Group B spec, they're upping it about 100 brakes. So they're going to be like 400 brake horsepower cars, right? It's still boring. I'm sorry, WRC. It's still boring, and it's boring for one thing. Global Rallycross cars have got 600 brake. You're 200 brake behind. Sorry, it's just you're not the quickest rally-style car out there. Global Rallycross is exciting. It's short races, it's quick, it's exciting. Worth watching in the close season, because it's evidently going around the globe. It's always on. But to be perfectly honest with you, British Club Rallying, a big shout out as well. YouTube channel you need to check out. Special Stage Extra. Go and see the Special Stage Extra and just have a look at the Motorsport News Circuit Rally Championship. Most of the rounds to get in to watch for the day was £10. I'd just say that again. It was £10. And in the middle of the BTCC wilderness, and I have to say this and bow my head because it was a dark time, no British touring cars. I should have music like, emotional music playing behind me right now. But it was a dark time. Days seem longer somehow. You'd sort of sit and look out the window and dream and run montages in your head of Rob Austin's car going around corners, perhaps with a few dents in it, that kind of thing. You'd sort of feel all misty-eyed about it. That Rally Circuit Championship was brilliant because they used the circuits in a really weird way. Like, I am going to tell you now, if you really want to mess with your head, go to the Neil Howard Rally at Alton Park in November and watch them do the BTCC circuit backwards. They go round the track the wrong way, and it throws you. There's whole new places to go and stand and spectate. There's they're just absolutely ridiculous. Getting people coming down Clay Hill and going into that short chicane. You've never seen a car go around the track that way before.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And, again, having seen that, Sean's got it right now. He's in key. Mr. Alan Gow. I'm going. Mr. Alan Gow, you do realise now, somewhere just north of Hartlepool, right? Sean's got 600 Alsatians turning up at his door right now. All the dogs in the area are coming to him.
I'm nearly at the end of the song.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to get a whistle in everywhere. So basically, Alan Gow, right? You need to start running one of these races at one of these circuits, Alton Park. Just hinting. In reverse. I know you'd have to put up other barriers and stuff like that, but oh my God, it would be so exciting. It would be amazing to see a touring car race where they go. Can you just imagine the next round at Donington if they were going up the Craner curves? Coming from McLean's down that massive bank, hardly any bending, just a slight little right-hand kink, and then a massive braking area. That's not going to cause carnage at all, is it, on the field? There's no real adjustments.
It will be at Knockhill first.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying every round. I'm just saying, there's got to be some way where they can just, flip a coin at the beginning of the season and go, right, round 12 will be running reverse. Right, next, get Steve Ryder to, put his hand in and go, right, race 18 is going to be in reverse, wherever that is, and do it in the build-up to the start of the season, We had a bit of excitement into it. The other thing I'd love to see back is a night race. I really do. I mean, ITV4 have committed to the championship long-term. They control the schedules. They control when they race. Why don't we have an evening race at the end of the season? I'm not talking about the last bit of brands where the last race is kind of going dark. I'm on about, why don't they do the qualifying, at a different time or something like that, when make the qualifying, I don't know, somehow more watchable, because it's just, there's a lot.
Didn't they do the last night race in 2001? And wasn't it Snetterton or Silverstone? Whilst it was in the summer. So you're talking about maybe 1 o'clock to go pitch black.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about pitch black. I'm talking that bit where you've got the dusk in your eye line and, and you start, the sunlight's affecting the driving a bit. And I'm not on about risking driver safety at any way, shape or form. I'm just thinking about, not like a complete change to touring cars, because why wreck something that's perfect? But, it's I don't know. I'd just like to do that. I miss the pit stops and some of the craziness that they used to bring out with some of the races.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Right then. There we go.
We'll edit that out. Sorry, I was just, I'm just.
Oh no, we'll keep that in. We'll keep that in. We can show our emotions.
No, it's okay, Sean. I thought this was a sharing place.
Not after the way you've been treating me in Hartlepool. There's no anymore now.
I don't think. I just. What I love, I've got to admit, one of my favourite things on Facebook is your face when they win. You just look so happy. And then I saw you in the closed season. You met one of your heroes, didn't you, up there as well? And there's a picture of you and a footballer up there, and you were just like, You were just absolutely, it looked like you should have a pink love heart around you. There's definitely there's definitely a bromance going on.
Yeah, but I hated it because of my second chin.
Oh, well. It's one of them, mate.
Exactly. I need to stop eating.
Yeah, no, it's very underrated, that, mate. You've got to keep it on, haven't you? You know what I mean? You wouldn't be a football fan without a pie, would you?
I don't like pie.
Mate, you can't be that northern and not like pie. I'm in the Midlands and I like
Shepherd's pie I like.
Oh, well, that's a pie. Be all right. Crack one of them open.
I haven't had shepherd's pie for years.
Well, let's put it this way, right? Here's what we're going to do, right?
I thought you were supposed to be leaving this and I was talking about food.
No. I'm putting this out there. We'll put this as a separate clip, right? We'll edit this down. We'll do Around the Bend. We'll do the edit. You're editing it anyway, so you'll be fine. We'll put this as a separate bit. We also asked this as a question, actually, in all seriousness. Food recommendations for each round of the British Touring Car Championship. Does the pork bap at Snetterton make you sing? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, let's make it the ultimate Around the Bend guide to the food, where to stand. Let's go for it. Why not? Come on, let's open it up. Let's do that. Which track's got the best mug of tea?
Oh, dear.
That's a personal mission that I'm going to go on for the rest of the season, I think.
Someone else was talking about what's the best burger van in the BTCC, and I left a comment saying, any burger bar that doesn't give me diarrhea.
Good skills. Something that doesn't follow through. That's
exactly.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, well...